This is a reading of Brenda's blog titled, Wake Up and Accept Your Power. Dear ones, you likely have difficulties declaring yourself free of logical fears you experienced in 3D, but illogical now. Since you can create what you need when you need it, there is no fear you cannot overcome. You are the power of you. No one can take away that power of your independence. Many of you believe your government is making you do something, or your boss or mate is forcing you to be someone. No. There is no other answer we of the universes can give you other than no. You are free. If you feel you cannot be yourself in the company of someone, it is time to ask yourself what you are going to do about it. You are not a cowering 3D human. You are a free being in a newly freed world. Some of you claim you must do what is required to keep your job, or that you cannot leave your mate because of the children, money, your friends, or whatever. All real issues. But then, why are you in such pain? Do you not see how you're giving your power to everyone but yourself? That is not to say you must destroy the other person, but instead for you to stand straight and proud to be you. You are filled with inner power, the power to declare that your discomfort is of your making or need to be in that relationship. Many of you believe you did not create this mess, that someone else did this to you. Of course they did, at your invitation. What are you hiding from yourself? What is the discomfort encouraging you to explore? For any unpleasantness you now feel is of your making. The unpleasantness is of your making for a reason. As you move into 5D and beyond, you might discover pieces you were afraid to address in 3D. Those pieces are now coming to the forefront because you're strong enough to explore them. This message is not for everyone. It's for those who continue to place themselves in uncomfortable situations despite their new inner power. So ask yourself, in any unpleasant situation, why did I create this situation? It is not about your government, your partners, or your work environment. It is you. A concept difficult for many to accept, despite the joy of moving beyond 3D shoulds. You believe you are free, but a freedom that does not extend to your work or personal life. That despite all your shifts, you must care for your children beyond what is comfortable. That you must fight many wars throughout your day with the hope those wars will dissipate with time. You are quite capable of carrying some shoulds into your new world, not because you have to, but because you were or are afraid to address them. What if you tell your employer how you feel and you're fired? What if you refuse to follow your spouse's dictates and they leave? What if? What if? So it is, many of you shifted from your immediate shoulds or fears into larger pieces such as government. Even though you know this transition is an inside-out job, you continue to fight battles from the outside in. You are a participant of your country, state, community, etc. But you are the creator of you. Fighting the government or anything outside of you prohibits you from looking within. You might respond that fighting something outside of you is proclaiming your freedom to be. So it was in 3D, but it is no longer. You cannot change your government or anyone's actions from the outside in. Many of you prolong your 3D agony under the mistaken idea that you will address you after taking care of problems outside of you. Those beings or places that bother you so are teachers, not enemies. Something inside of you is the difficulty, the fear you have not addressed. This is an inside-out transition. It was logical to change environments when you were of 3D, hoping that fear would disappear. You are no longer in an uncomfortable environment unless you want it to be. Perhaps that last statement sounds like a harsh judgment. It is not. It is merely a reminder of how powerful you are. That you are no longer living a 3D life. Most of you reading this information, or hearing it, trained for eons to look outside of yourself, to blame this person or that time for your discomfort. Accepting that this is a different age with different concern markers is something most of you are continuing to learn. We of the universes could address you at a first grade, fifth dimensional level if we wanted to cuddle or to caretake you. That time is over. It is time to be direct. So we are. The information we relay to you today is not new to you. It is merely a more direct wake-up call than you are used to from us. Wake up and accept your power. Then finally accept that this transition has shifted your directives from outside in to inside out. There is no need for you to cry out to the universes to help you overcome this pain or this direction. For you are as powerful as any universal being. It is time to create instead of crying out for help with outer directed pain. Many of you are aghast at our words, for surely you can ask for our help with your new being difficulties. Such is not what we are addressing with this message. We of the universes are addressing your ongoing need for our help with outer directed pain. You are powerful enough to circumvent that pain. How are you going to do so? For it is no longer a priority for you to address the needs or wants of others. Who are you? That is the only question you need to ask yourself. Not, who is that person placing me in pain? But instead, why do I need to have that person place me in pain? You are in a new world with new questions and powerful skills to address them. So be it. Amen. Hi, this is Joe. I found myself reading that a little more powerfully and didn't really intend to, but that's just how it came through. And as I read, it continued coming out that way. And then it turns out, while I was reading, I asked myself, am I maybe being a little too emphatic here, only to come to a point where they actually spoke themselves, saying that they were not speaking to you, to us, in a way that they typically do. I actually almost stopped and redid this in a more passive tone, if you will. But that's how it came through. Those words were provided to me, and definitely not by me, as you know. I only deliver the message in the spoken form. Wow, that was a sobering message, wasn't it? All right. Thanks for listening.